Okay, we're back at it in the Engage Niche Hacks Masterclass. This is Todd Smith from MoneyFromApps.com and Outlandish Apps. So what I'm going to go over now is I'm going to start off the first video in the category The App. And that video within that category is going to be customized to maximize engagement. So I understand I'm using this example quite a bit, the Bernese Mountain Dogs or the Burners. That's not to promote you to steal my idea or to go out and do things like that. What it is to keep it consistent. So as we go through this course, you're starting to understand what I mean, by going out and finding, people in Facebook groups and things in different advantages you can sort of explore if you go this route versus just jump into paid advertising or go the influencer route. If you're actually building a product, an app being the product that people enjoy, and they can be a little bit more everlasting. So that's why I could use a bunch of different examples, but it's easier to keep it consistent. I think, you can follow me along this journey because this is an app that's already been used in this system. Right now we're in the process of doing another app that's going to take what I learned doing it the first time and everything I learned along the way, and some new things that I'm still testing. So I'll almost have a case study of myself doing it again, following kind of the course that I'm showing you here, but then again some things that they're still kind of, I have a lot of bottles out. I'm waiting to see if you come back with new methods, and then I can add them to the course. So in this first video, customized to maximize engagement, I've already went over this quite a bit. The reason I'm in Google right now is because a lot of times with a new niche, I will come in, I will search Google, I will look at images and kind of see what we're working with. This is if I'm using an Excel doc and outlining emojis. I don't know why my internet's slow right now, but outlining emojis for the designer to do. A lot of times I will come in, if I'm not using all images from somebody else, and click and send him the link and say, hey, I want this app, or I want this emoji turned in, this photo turned into an emoji just with the dog on the left with the paw. Or actually that would make a really good emoji with both. But I use this a lot. So what I'm saying is this gets you a little bit down the line, to get yourself some good emoji examples and ideas. But as far as customizing to maximize engagement, I went over this in a lot of the previous videos under the idea category, and what you can do to totally bump this up. Like this is an example of people that enjoy this dog breed, that are pretty crazy, and there's other animals and dog breeds and things you can do. So and the fact that a lot of them look very similar, it's kind of like with labs. I have two labs, and chocolate labs, you see them out, and it's like, I know that they're different sizes and widths and height, and they have different heads, depending on the type of lab. But a lot of times you see a dog and you're like, that's my dog. So that's similar to this, if you can, especially since they're turned into emojis. So people see their dog in a lot of the emojis we do, but you can take that to the next level following some of the things I talked about before. So I went through our code in a previous project and explained how I would have people that were interested in the app email me pictures of their dog or message me on Facebook of their dog, and then we would create certain emojis over time where maybe it's the start of the app release, or updates. So as we're adding new emojis, maybe some of them are just based on Google, like look at this is hilarious, and some of them are going to be actually that was an emoji we created. I was wrong, the one I pointed to in a previous video. So we created an emoji, I think that's more the icon we created from this picture, with an idea. But when you do a mix of general images that aren't going to be specific to anybody, and when you do images that they're going to know they're theirs, one, because you tell them, but it's going to be unique, you're going to allow that customization to cause more engagement. I'm not going to go into the specific Facebook account, but I had a user that I knew that was, that had these dogs. I had met the dogs, and when I created a few emojis for their dogs, one had either just passed or passed after we started. So they're using these emojis, and we've had this with other emoji apps. We're sort of encapsulating the dog in a way. They have pictures, but we're taking it and kind of I don't know if this is the word, cartoonizing. It's not a word. into an emoji and allowing them to share on Facebook. So what they would do is they would share the app on Facebook, the link, they would show pictures of the emojis that we created for their dogs. They're getting like, it's like a rest in peace, you've been a great dog post. They're getting people that are liking it. We're getting tons of exposure just because we went the extra mile in creating customizations that could go a long way and be very little in cost. So I'm going to bring up a folder. It probably isn't going to give you too much right here to just show you. I know it's not organized, but when I did one of these first emoji apps, I had so many folders and so many things I was doing to try to go above and beyond. And here's an example of what I'm talking about. So I took a bunch of pictures from somebody that I had met these dogs, and I told the designer to create, I'm just going to do it like this so I don't have to click on them all because it's not really important you see the feedback, because this was things like, send it to the designer and there's feedback. But these emojis were created from actual pictures from these specific dogs. Now, a lot of them can look generalized, but there's like a specific dog like this. This is not going to be something everybody's going to see. There was another dog that had really extra amount, like quite a bit of extra amount of hair that would come up here, and he was known for that. So this was an emoji that people really knew who this dog was, not only because the owner was talking about it, just because she was such an active member in a lot of these groups and stuff. This is another one, with these, the hair and whatnot. So having somebody like this on my side, remember in a previous video I explained that we did the two dogs on the beach. This was without the background, but you can kind of see where I'm going with this. Customization and great customer service takes this from an app that you are not even a part of. Like, I don't have this type of dog. I have 2 labs, but it doesn't mean I don't understand the love of dogs. But taking me from a stranger that doesn't have the dog and getting other people that do infused into the app makes it personal and makes it more authentic than me just saying, I'm an app developer, this is a breed that sounds cool, I'm going to do it. No, I'm going to create a page. I'm going to share stories about your dog on the Facebook page. We're going to tribute, your dog into the app and do different things. And that really allows the engagement to go to the next level. And not a lot of people are doing it. A lot of people are looking at it as too non-personal. If you make it personal, even without being in that sort of niche, people know. And that's basically it. I could talk quite a bit longer on this, but let me know if you have any questions. So you're customizing. It could be different in different dog breeds and different animals and things like that, but relating to people and infusing what they find dear to whatever it is you're promoting into the app if you're not a part of it, by asking, and it's really going to take it to the next level. And when you launch and it spreads, people are going to be your little cheerleaders for a good reason. And that's going to be it for this video. So we went over how to customize to maximize engagement. And of course, we can talk about most people when you talk about that, they're gonna bring up like do a pop-up that asks to review the app, or do a pop-up to share, and like those are all great things, or more ASO things that a lot of people are gonna do. But I'm more digging into the things that are gonna take you to the next level, the more personable methods that people are going to really recognize, and you'll know from the revenue if you did it right, and you'll know from the likes, and you'll know from the thank yous and the messages and the emails and all the things that I've got, if you're doing it right along the way. And the cool part is you can test this from the very start instead of just picking something and saying, hi, I have an app in the store. No, you're creating something more than just an app in the store. You're going to create a community if you want, and you're going to get people to really go above and beyond to promote the app for you as you did to create the app for them. So this is Todd Smith from MoneyFromApps.com. If you have any questions, reach out, support@MoneyFromApps.com. I will see you in the next video, which is going to be reveal a preview to users. Thank you.